You're watching Weekend at Gabe's and I'm Weekend Gabe. This latest episode was brought to you by the good folks over at the Ghetto Flower. Use our code W@G for an exclusive 15% discount when visiting their site. Tell them I sent you. Now enjoy the show. Yo, broadcasting live to you and yours. It's Weekend Gabe holding you down on this Thursday, July 21st. 2022. We are out here. We have a great show lined up for you. We got one of the most unique and incredible voices ever to grace this show. Retro Gibson is going to be joining us to talk about all his new releases of 2022 and also his conversion to hip hop star to alternative rock / rap / everything and kick you in your ass artist. He's doing it all. So we're excited to have him on there. And Thursday Thunnies, Kevin Flores is going to be joining us. Aurora native. And if you have never been to Aurora, count your blessings because he probably doesn't like to go to Aurora either. So we got a lot coming up at you. Let's give us a follow on these socials at Weekend Gabe, at Weekend at Gabe's, at The Real Sam Crane, and also at the Ghetto Flower. Speaking of The Real Sam Crane, how are you, sir?
Oh, I'm doing good, Gabe. I'm doing good. It is honestly been a long time coming to get Retro Gibson on the show, so I'm excited to do that. And every comedian that we've had on to this point has something nice to say about Ken Flores. So I'm really excited for that one too. But how are you doing, my friend?
Listen, man, everything was great. Everything was coming up aces today. You ever get like a late morning shower? Like you're like, man, I'm just gonna take a shower at 10:30 on the Thursday. Let's get that in. That's how it was one of those kind of days. Like
that's late morning for you. Sometimes I don't take a shower until like 4 p.m. You know what I mean? Today I showered just to do this show. If this show had not been scheduled, I would have not showered at all.
Oh man, I was able to watch a little bit of Old School when it hit the batting cages with DJ Radioactive. We had Steak and Shake.
I'm glad you hit the batting cages because that highlight from the other week was awful. It was awful. I'm glad that you're putting some practice in because that's what you need.
Listen, I only get like 2 at bats a game, so I got to make sure that they count. Yeah. Keep it on the ground next time because in softball, anything can happen when it hits the ground. So, but yeah, no, man, had a beautiful day, man. It was hot as hell today, but we're gonna make this show a lot hotter with all our guests tonight. So I'm really excited. So wrap up the week strong, go into the weekend feeling great. So we got some great guests to do that.
And we're off Tuesday. That's what I'm excited about.
Why we off Tuesday, Sam? Why we off?
It is my fucking birthday, bitches. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to Naro in the chat right now.
I don't know what the gross comment is about Steak and Shake.
I'm not sure. Yeah, did we talk about Steak and Shake?
I mentioned Steak and Shake. I'm not. Well, okay. I don't know what else would be gross, but Steak and Shake is.
I'm with Naro down on Steak and Shake, bro.
Stop. Just let's not do that.
Just pick one. You either want the steak or you want the shake. Don't do both. You know, like
the milkshakes.
Plaque in my arteries as it stands. You know?
The milkshakes are worth it though. That's worth the drive. So
it's not bad. Not bad.
Oh, not showering until late. Yeah, hell yeah. No, man. You can't wait till 4 o'clock. That's.
What do you mean? I work from home. Nobody sees me. I know nobody. You know, like my girlfriend comes home at 5:30 and like I feel I should be showered before then. But it's really, you know, it's a long process.
Well, according to the chat space, we both suck for liking Steak and Shake and taking a shower. So, all right. Well, at least we're both.
Fuck at least us, right? I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Anyways, it is time to transition into America's favorite news segment. It's not news that you care about. It's certainly not news that the chat cares about. But there is one man who does the news research so that you don't have to, and that is why the segment is entitled "News That Only Gabe cares about."
All right, brought to you by the good folks over at the Ghetto Flower. Use our coupon code W@G and save 15% off all purchases of $50 or more today, tomorrow, and forever. All right, this week was National Hot Dog Day 2022. It went down yesterday. I had no idea this was happening. Otherwise, I would have went to the Wiener Circle and made that part of my day and copped a free hot dog. But listen, my loss, someone else's win, all good. But this brought me back to the question about the Chicago-style hot dog. that does not include ketchup. Now,
Oh, yeah.
me, I don't give a fuck. I put ketchup on my shit because that's how
And
I grew up.
precisely why you are not from the crib, which we've been over this before.
Listen,
You know?
this is how I was raised. This is how I was built.
That is the trade-off, actually. Like, you could live in Kankakee or wherever the fuck, but so long as you're not putting ketchup on your hot dog, you still have a claim. But you could dead ass be from, I don't know, like the Loop. And if you putting ketchup on that hot dog, you're not from the crib, bro. I don't care.
All right, so I did a little bit of research about where the Chicago style hot dog comes from. And you have to go all the way back to the Depression era, where the hot dog was cheap, delicious, and could be topped with quote unquote nutrients, which would feature mustard, pickle, relish, and onions, and dill pickle, and hot peppers, lettuce, and tomatoes. In 1929, and it cost a solid nickel to run you one of these.
Fuck
so, folks,
me. Inflation is running my pockets.
Yo, you can get a whole glizzy for 5 cents.
Yeah, that's what I want. 5 cent glizzies. Joe Biden, if you're listening, please bring back 5 cent glizzies.
All right. So I did not go looking for this today, but while we are doing some research for Retro Gibson, I did come across this on the internet. So you tell me what was the topping on this?
I'll let you know I didn't put no ketchup on that bitch. That is for sure. That is for sure. The topping on that thing was mustard and relish. That's how I roll. You know,
mustard and relish. That's it.
Yeah, ketchup is overkill at that point because the relish was already sweet. You don't need more sweet on top of your sweet. That don't make no sense. Ketchup is also the worst condiment, like by far, hands down. It's bad. Yeah.
So wait, you don't put no ketchup on your burger?
Well, I mean, that's an interesting question. I haven't made burgers at the crib like in a very long time. But theoretically, I don't know. Like, yeah, but I like to mix it with the mustard, which to me makes a separate condiment.
Okay.
For the burger. That's
right,
only okay on burgers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. No, ketchup is the wild card, man. It just comes in handies when
you
most need it.
I do not choose to have ketchup in my house. If you open my fridge right now,
listen, we get it by the Costco caseloads, man.
Various mustards from fancy to not fancy, various hot sauces, but you will not find ketchup in my fridge.
No mustard in my house, but the big three things is water, milk, and ketchup.
Fair
you will
enough.
find mass amounts of
I'm glad that we've had this picture of me gulping on the screen.
All right,
more than the solid 5 minutes. Yeah.
Let's get to our next story. All right, Melania Trump said on Fox News today that she was unaware of the January 6th violence because she was doing quote unquote first lady things. So, have you ever been in a circumstance where you missed something huge that was happening and were distracted by it?
Is it time to tell this story? So, man, back right before, I think George Floyd got killed this weekend, and it was like Memorial Weekend 2020. And me and the homies are like, oh, we're gonna go play some soccer in the park to blow off some steam. I swear to God, we were out in the park, Lori Lightfoot and the Parks District of Chicago. You can both go fuck yourselves because all of a sudden there was a giant hole. And when I mean giant hole, I'm not talking about like, bro, I'm talking about a giant hole. Like, think about the size of a manhole cover, double it. And that's how big this hole was around. And then it was like 2 feet deep. And it came out of nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. I absolutely wrenched my ankle like the worst possible way. Heard all the snaps, the cracks, the pops, all of that stuff. We were out there for maybe 2 minutes. But as a result of this terrible ankle injury, I missed all of the protests that year. All of the setting cop cars on fire, all of that shit.
You had no idea any of this going on.
And if you would have been asking me, I would have been at the crib doing, I guess, white people things. I don't know.
And so it's very possible that Melania just did not realize that the country was going through this huge moment of treason because she was doing first lady things. But it's not unheard of, right? I myself, back in 2012, was at the zoo and was not aware that this had happened.
Oh,
I had no idea and didn't find out till like much later.
That was like maybe one of the worst nights in Chicago history. Like that night, I remember exactly what I did. I for some reason ended up at my ex-girlfriend's house hanging out with her current boyfriend, and we despised each other. But the one thing that we could agree on was that this shit was tragic. Man. D-Rose above the shoulder forever, bro. Chicago legend, and that wasn't supposed to happen to you, bro. You deserved better.
Yeah, I didn't learn about it till like hours later. Maybe the following day. It had to have been the night. I don't remember how I found out, but it was like I was like, what the fuck? Like, no, hell no. I just didn't see it. Terrible. I didn't see it.
Tom Thibodeau will never forgive you.
Oh, hell no.
What was he doing in the game? What was he doing in the game, Tom? What was he doing in the game?
The questions. All right, last one is the fuck. We're never getting out of this shit. This week, we found out that an unvaccinated young adult somewhere in New York was the first person to contract polio in nearly a decade because he was unvaccinated. So fucking polio is popping its head up again. And then also to throw
for some people, but not for me. You know what I'm saying? Like
not everyone. But then we throw this fucking wrench into it. That COVID booster effectiveness after 3 months wanes. So when we get in those follow-up booster shots, I don't know. I guess I could lie and go get another one, but that feels wrong. So it just feels like we're just never getting out of this fucking hellhole of a pandemic. And,
I don't know if you know this, but the president has COVID. He's out there with the vid right now. The homie Q has COVID, bro. He is out here with the vid right now. And all I have to say about all that is, boost me up. Do whatever you gotta do, bro. I might just not leave the house. I mean, we might just do more of these shows. Like that's what it might come down to.
Man, at the doctor this week, and mask mandates were back in the office, and I'm like, man, we're doing this again, huh? And the receptionist was like, yep. I was like, we're never gonna make it out. And she's like, not anytime soon. I was like, fuck. Hell on earth, man. Hell on earth.
Oh man.
All right. Fuck COVID. Keep doing your thing, man, because you're just ruining everything. All right. On that happy note, that is news that Gabe only cares about on this Thursday, July 21st.
Oh my fucking god! I hope we get some more like cheery fucking shit out of our two guests, because that was drab, bro. You've been off work. You were supposed to come up with a positive story. I suppose you had the glizzy. You should save the glizzy for last. Really.
Listen, it was either that or talk about pink sauce that's taking over the internets, and I didn't.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. You said the title, and I don't want to know.
Thank you for watching the latest episode of Weekend at Gabe's on YouTube, brought to you by the Ghetto Flower. Make sure to also click on the links in the description for more information to our guests and access to exclusive new music from the Ghetto Flower and so much more. Make sure to also like and subscribe to the show, and also continue to share, support, and show love by clicking on any of the links surrounding my head. Thanks for watching.